God's holy day. He's trying to increase you. It's very, very, very important, y'all. Y'all see what he says here. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generation.
Yes,
for
sir.
a perpetual covenant.
Perpetual. It goes on, never stops. Never stops. So don't think you can just stop this and go and do whatever you want to do, then I say, I come back and serve the Lord. No, you can't do both. You can't. You can't. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 4. I'm going to skip some. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 1. So I want to make sure y'all understand about this rest. This Sabbath, what we keep now, is a training ground for the rest God wants us to be in when he hits this earth. He just training us. Let him train you. Believe me. Going out to get all this stuff, over budgeting yourself, and you can't live, you got to work so hard to keep all this stuff. Man, that's tiresome. You're working to pay bills. As most of us are doing right now. Let's look at this rest. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 1. Go ahead.
Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
He said, don't come short of this. You want to be in this first resurrection with him. This is the rest he's talking about. Go ahead.
For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
They're talking about the children of Israel. Moses led them out into the wilderness. They start complaining. They start complaining. But we ain't got enough water. We ain't got no food. We tired of eating this manna, this bread. We tired of all this stuff. Pay close attention to that, because it's going to be the same way God takes us. You get over there complaining, he going to kill you. He going to take care of you. He said right here, it didn't profit them. They didn't understand the bigger picture. That's why we cannot skip this process. We got to show you from the old how they handled the wilderness back then, so we won't make the same mistakes. Because he said, don't come short of this. And how you come short of this? You get killed before you even get in there. Go ahead.
For we which have believed do enter into rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works was finished from the foundation of the world.
Now you know Jesus ain't talking about now. When he enter into his rest and get into his kingdom, everything finished. Everything finished. He into his kingdom. Finished. Go ahead.
For he spake in a certain place of the Sabbath day on this wise. And God did rest the seventh day from all his work.
Yes, sir.
And in this place again, if they shall enter into my rest, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached entered not in because of unbelief.
And he said the ones that were first preached to, that was the children of Israel that was over 19 years old. He kept off that whole generation. He said those people right there, they won't even come up in this 1,000-year rest because they complained. They didn't like it. He said for that, they're not going to come up. They ain't going to have an opportunity to rest in Jesus' kingdom. They're not. So don't let that be you. Go ahead.
Again, he liveth a certain day, saying in David, today, after long a time, as it is said, today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts.
That means harden not your mind. Don't harden your mind. Because you seeing this stuff we are talking about, and reading about it, you taking through the process, you think, man, it's too hard. Man, I can't do that. Hell is hot. Hell is 24/7, 7 days out of the week, and you can't have a break. If you want that, because you want to entertain yourself in this world, go right ahead. Don't harden your mind. Let me talking about your mind. Don't harden it. Don't do like the children of Israel back in the day. Learn from them. Go ahead.
For if Jesus had given them rest, then would he not afterwards have spoken of another day?
See, when you read that to these Sunday church people, they say that when you accept Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior, you're going to be resting. Not so. He just said if Jesus was giving them rest, then he would not spoken of another day. What day is he talking about? It's millennium, that 1,000 years.
Amen.
Oh man, when you accept Jesus Christ, everything going to be smooth sailing. Now I'm going to this book. That's when all the hell going to break out. Hell mean condition. They're going to start coming at you, calling you stupid, calling you dumb. Look at you, taking them kids to that Sabbath class and they ain't learning nothing, they still bad. Don't worry about that. The seed is being planted. That folk don't understand that. You just can't just get it all at one time. It's being planted. Don't worry about it. Your wife going there, your husband going there, your kid. Listen, we are planting the seed. God is the one who will get them the increase. If he wants them to have it. Don't harden your mind. Don't harden it. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 9. There remaineth therefore rest to the people of God. For he that is entered into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works, as God did from his.
So you know he's not talking about now. Because God is still working. Believe me, if God's not working, Satan is having a ball. He gonna kill every last one of us. He's talking about this time when he gonna lock Satan up for 1,000 years. He ain't gonna have to work no more. Because Satan's gonna be locked up. Go ahead, brother.
Let us labor therefore to enter into this rest, that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
He said, let us labor. We working to keep the Sabbath. We working not to eat this wine. We working, trying to make sure we follow the law. That's not lie, steal, kill, commit adultery. All these laws, we working to do that. Labor. But you know what they say? Once saved, all saved. They said in the church, you saved. What you worry about that, brother? You doing wrong. You trying to work your way to heaven. This is what they tell you. And that's what people don't understand. Because you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you don't stop working. You got to labor in this. You got to know when not to lie, when not to steal. All those commandments. When not to be a homosexual. That's never be a homosexual. Never. All this stuff you got to understand what to do. You got to labor to get into his rest. If not, you're going to be just like the ones of the children of Israel that died over there. And God said they would not come up in his rest. Let's go to Revelation chapter 20. We got 2 more after this and we're done. I just want to nail this home. Because this helped me so much. Each year when I do these feasts, I learn more and more and more. Learn more and more. Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. Now we get into the 8th day. But we got to take you through that process so you know. Verse 1, brother. Go ahead.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand.
Yes, sir.
And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
See, this is what Jesus talking about when he rested. He can rest now. Because Satan is bound in a prison for 1,000 years. He ain't got to protect us from it. Because him and his angels in that pit, wherever that pit is, they bound him for 1,000 years. Go ahead.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
Yes, sir. He gonna let him out to be loose. And this is when he gonna resurrect the ones up. He said when he enter into his rest. And he gonna go out and try to deceive the people in all the 4 corners of the world. But go ahead.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them.
Yes, sir.
I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and for the word of God.
This is the first resurrection right here. This is how some people going to be reigning. This is the characteristics of some people that will reign with Christ. What they had to do. Go ahead.
And which had not worshipped the beast.
They ain't worship the beast, talking about this king, talking about this beast of Sunday, over Sunday, the beast over Christmas, this beast over Easter. This is false prophet. You ain't worship that. So you looking pretty good. Go ahead.
His image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead.
He said their mark upon their foreheads, go ahead.
Or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years.
There's going to be a lot of people who are going to get caught, not in the wilderness, and they're going to have to get that mark in the right hand and forehead just to get something to eat, or just to pay some bills, or just to get some food, water. But he said the ones that don't take that, you're going to live and reign with Christ for 1,000 years. But I ain't finna take that chance of being caught on this side. Go ahead, brother.
But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection. On such the second death has no power. But they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
See, if you're in that first resurrection, you blessed. You have a very, very good opportunity. Go ahead.
And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Oh, here comes Satan now. He's going to be loose, trying to deceive some people. Go ahead.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
God and Magog, there's some Russians over there. He's going to gather them. Now look what these crazy cats going to try to do. Go ahead.
And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from God out of heaven, and divided them. So
these people, when Satan loosed them, he talked them all up. Let's get a war going. We're going to take down the holy city over there in Jerusalem. And they're going to mount up an army, go all around Jerusalem. Everybody in the world going to try to come up against Jesus. And he's going to rain fire from heaven and destroy them all. Just like that. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone.
Yes, sir. Where
the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
See, understand that the beast and the false prophet, the Roman Catholic Church, they lead over them, they already in the lake of fire before Satan even get there. They've been roasting for 1,000 years. Beast and the false prophet. Go ahead.
And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heavens fled away.
Yes, sir.
And there was found no place for them.
And they got great white throne judgment, where people got to stand and be judged. But if you in that first resurrection, you ain't got to worry about that. Go ahead.
And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were open.
Yes, sir.
And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead was judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works.
What did Son of Church tell you? Works can't get you to heaven. What did that just say? You're going to be judged according to your works. This once saved, always saved doctrine is just a lie. It's taking people so fast to hell, they're making their heads spin. They believe it. Go ahead.
And the sea gave up the dead which was in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. So
the sea gave up dead. All the people that died that was in the sea, they're going to come up. I don't know how he's going to put them together. That's how he do it. They're going to come up. They're going to have to be judged. Go ahead.
And they were judged every man according to their work.
Yes, sir.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
To all my Jehovah's Witness brothers and sisters, don't understand. They said, see right there, God kept death and hell. Death and hell. They think that's the literal lake of fire. No. Hell is a condition. Hell is like, a death is when you die. There will not be any more dying at this time. No more dying. And hell is a condition. You will be cast into lake of fire. All this stuff won't exist no more. This pain and suffering of condition of hell and dying. He gonna cast it all in the lake of fire. This is the second death. Go ahead.
And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
Wow. So you better be in that book. I did a lesson saying, fight to stay in the book. Fight to stay in the book. Now let's get to the 8th day. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 1. This is why we here for this particular day right here. After Jesus ended his 1,000-year rest, and then here comes the 8th day when the Father's kingdom gonna come down. The Father's kingdom. Everybody trying to get to the Father's kingdom before they go through Jesus. All that we just talked about, we went through Jesus' kingdom, told you about the wilderness, told you about the first resurrection, told you about all this stuff that you must know before you can get to this point of the 8th day. Go ahead.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and first earth were passed away.
He's going to clean this earth up. He ain't telling you that he's going to destroy the earth. He's going to clean it up. You can read in Ecclesiastes, he said the earth will be here forever. Ever. Go ahead.
And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
See, this is this city that your grandma said she want to walk on the streets of gold with. That I'm going up there, I'm going to walk on the streets of gold. But where is it coming to? Coming down out of the sky to Jerusalem. Stop telling people you're going to heaven because you're not going. He coming down here with his city. Go ahead.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men.
Yes, sir.
And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God.
This is the tabernacle that's coming down. This is what we're trying to get to. For most people, they surpass all what we just said and try to get to this one. You got to be proven to get into this one. It's the 8th day. Go ahead.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Can you imagine that your loved ones to get in, some of your husband, your wife, your daughter, your son, all them together, didn't get in that kingdom? You crying at this time. Why didn't they make it? Your grandma, your granddad, oh, why didn't he make you crying? So God said, I'm going to wipe all that away. You ain't bringing it into my kingdom. Get rid of all that. You won't remember that no more. We're going to start a new thing in the 8th day. Go ahead.
And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new.
All things new.
And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
Yes, sir.
I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Trying to get to it. Go ahead.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. So
you got to overcome this word to get to this point of the 8th day. You got to overcome it. Jump down to verse 21. Well, let me show y'all again. Go to 10 first, verse 10, then go to 21. So y'all can know that it's coming down, this holy Jerusalem, New Jerusalem coming down from God out of the sky. Go ahead.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
So where is it coming from? Out of heaven. It's coming here. Don't let people fool you like we going up beyond. I know that old song, going up beyond. Verse 21. Verse 21. Let's look at this city and see what it looked like. Go ahead.
And the 12 gates were 12 pearls.
Yes, sir.
Every several gate was of one pearl. And the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass.
See, this is what they've been trying to walk on. But they said they're going out there to walk on it. No, it's coming here to this earth. Go ahead.
And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. Praise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
23. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof.
Because he said he gonna roll the heavens back as a scroll. You don't need all that. When you got spirit beings illuminated, there's no darkness there.
Come on.
No darkness. Everybody would be like the light. When Moses came off that mountain, he had to put a veil over his face because it was shining. He was showing us what our new body was going to look like. He was taking on the transition from a fleshly body to a spiritual body. They couldn't keep it. They said, man, you got to put something over your face. You can't keep looking at you. Because he don't want to talk to God face to face. Go ahead, brother.
24. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
Yes, sir. That's what he said. We're going to walk in that. But how are we going to walk in? Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. It's the last verse. Go ahead.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they might have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. So
this kills the doctrine when they say, when Jesus died on the cross, he did away with his commandments. How are you going to get into his city if you don't do his commandments? You can only get into that city on the 8th day by doing his commandments. Let's see who on the outside. Go ahead.
For without dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
These are the people that's on the outside. Outside. When he talking about dogs, he's not talking about an animal. He's talking about a homosexual. A one. You can read that in Deuteronomy chapter 23 and 17. He tells them that they are considered as dogs. These transgender, the homosexual bodies, whichever way you want to call it. LGBT, whatever you want to call it. You're going to be outside of this kingdom. This is the 8th day, y'all. This is why we're here. So we can retain us a lot of information, so we can retain what he's doing. It'll give you faith once you know the process. But if you don't know the process, you'll be saying that, man, he just talking. Well, we're going to end off there. I know I kept y'all a little longer than I usually keep you, but we had to get that in. We had to get that in.